What are primary verses? Secondary sources for homeschool history. When exploring the rich tapestry of history, understanding the difference between primary and secondary sources is essential for any homeschool curriculum. Primary sources are original materials created during the time period being studied. These can include documents such as letters, diaries, photographs, official records, and artifacts. For example, if a student is studying the American Civil War, a soldier's diary from that era would be considered a primary source. These sources provide direct insight into the experiences, thoughts, and feelings of individuals who lived through historical events. On the other hand, secondary sources interpret, analyze, or summarize information from primary sources. These include textbooks, articles, documentaries, and biographies. For instance, a book that discusses the causes and effects of the American Civil War, using various primary sources to support its arguments, would be classified as a secondary source. Secondary sources are valuable for providing context and analysis, helping students to understand the broader implications of historical events. In a homeschool setting, utilizing both types of sources can enhance a student's learning experience. Primary sources encourage critical thinking and allow students to engage directly with historical evidence. They can analyze the authenticity and perspective of the materials, fostering a deeper understanding of the past. Secondary sources, however, can help students synthesize information and develop a more comprehensive view of historical narratives. When selecting materials for a history curriculum, it is beneficial to include a mix of both primary and secondary sources. This approach not only enriches the learning experience but also cultivates skills in research, analysis, and interpretation. Parents and educators can guide students in distinguishing between the two types of sources, encouraging them to ask questions about the reliability and perspective of each source they encounter. By integrating both primary and secondary sources into homeschool history lessons, students can develop a well-rounded understanding of historical events, enhancing their ability to think critically about the past and its relevance to the present.